Hey guys, it's your girl Tower Crush back with another review, and this time it is for 90 Day Fiancé on TLC. 90 Day Fiancé on TLC. If you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Thank you so much. Okay, so the trailer to this season was sent to me from a friend of mine, and she's like, girl, you really need to review this show. And I said, okay. Looks like a hot mess. My type of party. So this is actually my first time watching 90 Day Fiancé, so y'all have to bear with me. It took me like halfway into this episode to realize what the 90 days was about. Basically, I guess these people get engaged somewhere else and then agree to move to America to marry whoever it is that they meet, you know, wherever they get engaged. It's weird. But basically, whenever they get to the States, they got 90 days to get married or to call it quits. Amazing. Like, I don't know what kind of vacations y'all going on where y'all feel like y'all want to marry somebody, but I need that vacation right now. I'm just playing. I ain't never getting married again. Okay, so basically, the person who is not from America has to apply for a K-1 visa, which allows an engaged person to enter the United States. And so sometimes their visas be getting rejected. Sometimes they accept it. So at this point, everybody's visa is approved. So they're on the way here. So we did get to see some couples today. I'm going to start with Kobe and Emily. This is going to be tricky because they met in China. They met, you know, living it up in someplace in China. I don't know all the cities, but that's where they met. And they had a very steamy relationship to start off, which was, you know, you go, girl. I mean, I can't. And clearly, the steam didn't include condoms because she got pregnant right away and went back to America, and then the pandemic hit. So basically, she went back to America, had this baby, and this man ain't met his son yet. So he's very emotional. I guess he doesn't have any other children. And he's coming to America to marry her or whatnot. But it's crazy because she lives at home with her parents, who are very opinionated. And I'm sorry. She lives in Salina, Kansas. I don't know what's going on in Salina, but I didn't get a very welcoming feeling like, okay, they accepted their grandson. You know, a lot of certain type of folks will accept their black grandchild, but they won't necessarily accept the parent. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because the mama done said, you don't have to get married just because y'all have a child together. And the daddy said, don't get pregnant again. How you gonna tell me what to do if this is gonna be my husband? But, you know, they live on a farm, and I guess it works for them. But, you know, he's coming from a whole different country, and I'm sure the culture is very different. We did get to see on the previews, he doesn't appreciate her still breastfeeding his child who's walking around, who can pretty much hang off the nip. Now, I don't know how y'all do it, but I don't know why any child needs to breastfeed after 1 year. I really don't. I feel like it's abuse at that point. And those of you that say it's not abuse because that's what the breasts are for, stop letting your man kiss on them then. Stop letting your man kiss on them. Stop letting your man suck on them if they're only there for the breastfeeding. Don't get me started, even though y'all got me started. Like, so I thought it was funny. He was like, I love breasts. I can't have my son sucking on my breast. Not your breast. Her breast that you are claiming to be yours. So, okay. So I thought that was cute. So I can't wait to see how that happens because I think they do get pregnant again. And then we have Cara and Guillermo. Guillermo is Venezuelan. Very, very sexy boy. He's a very cute guy, you know, melanated, nice lips. And then you got Cara from Charlottesville, Virginia. Charlottesville, home of the tiki torches and the neo-Nazis that all met there some years back. You know who I'm talking about. They killed the girl. Man ran over that lady and killed her. Heather. I ain't gonna ever forget you, Heather. Thank you for your sacrifice. But she's from Charlottesville. So I just really wonder how her people are really gonna respond to him. Being that he is, I mean, he's not black, but he's Venezuelan. They met in Dominican Republic when she was there on business, and he was actually her waiter. It's kind of weird. But it's weird because the Venezuela and Dominican Republic are very, very colorist nations, meaning, did you know that certain jobs are only allotted to certain people of a certain skin complexion? So if you're a light-skinned person that's melanated but light-skinned, then you're allowed to be a waiter. But a darker-skinned person like myself would have to be in the back somewhere in the kitchen. They wouldn't allow me to be in front of people. Isn't that weird? But that's what, you know, so him being a waiter didn't really strike me very much at all. And I just don't know how it's going to work between the two of them, but I think they have enough chemistry between them where they could possibly make it work. She's, you know, basically googly-eyed over him. She likes him a whole lot, and I'm not mad at that. And then I want to talk about Miss Miona and Jabrie, Mr. Jabrie. This is something else now. She's Serbian, and he's from South Dakota. Now, she basically wants to, I think, live a Kardashian lifestyle. She does a lot of thirst trap pics on Instagram. And if you didn't know, Serbia is in Eastern Europe. So a lot of Serbian people look kind of like Middle Easterners to me. But she's a very beautiful girl, but I don't know that she knows what she's getting herself into. Now, if she's a major breadwinner, you know, bread earner back in Serbia, she might want to stay there because this boy here is immature. He doesn't have any money, and he lives with his parents. I don't know how that's going to work for your lifestyle. I don't know how you're going to do selfies with a prairie in the background when you really want to see big buildings in the background. Because she said she want to be in New York or LA or something else. She don't want to see South Dakota. And I don't blame you. It's cold. There ain't no brown people there. What are we doing here? What is really going on? And Jabrie's mother, I think she's albino. I could be wrong. But she's not albino, then she's definitely a red bone. And she's got a whole lot of reservations about, you know, Jabrie bringing this girl up in the house. And she's like, well, is she going to be dressed in the way she does on Instagram? Because she barely wears any clothes. Just say you insecure, honey. Just say that you a little bigger than you normally are and you don't really want her dressing sexily around your husband. What you think your husband gonna do is say something? Because here at the end of the day, if that's your husband, that's your husband. Nothing that she wears can entice him. So I don't know why you would be so uncomfortable. And I get it. I get it. It's your house and she should definitely adhere to your rules. But at the same time, if you're supposed to be a feminist, why do you care? Why is this such a big deal? Why do you have to have this talk with her? Like, you can't be wearing little bitty shorts around my husband. What in the world, girl? Let go of it. I think you got a good enough husband where he's not going to try you like that. Seemed like a good guy to me. Pretty laid back and chill. I think he sees a train wreck coming, but he's like, you know what? We've told him all that we can. Can't really tell him much more than that. And can we just say, what is up with dude's tattoos? He's got this circle, and I swear I can see things moving in it. What is going on? Why is it a circle in the middle of his neck? Like, I mean, I do like his style. He is a very colorful character, but I don't know how it's going to really work with him and Miona because she seems to be very materialistic, and I don't think that that's who he is at all. And he's already admitted that he doesn't know how to save money at all. So I don't know how this relationship is going to work. Or if she's just going to find herself back in Serbia. Because she already said, if I can't live the lifestyle I want to live, if I got to live on a prairie, then I can just stay here. And I feel you probably want to stay there, Miona, because he's not the one. He's not ready. And now I saved this couple for last. And these are the only couples I want to talk about today. And it's because they were my favorite. And that's Bilal and Shayda. Now, Shayda's from Trinidad and Tobago. Very beautiful woman. She's Muslim. She could be a gold digger. We don't know yet. And she's 37 and has never been married. Which doesn't say a whole lot because I was 38 when I met my late husband. And 40 when I married him. What's it to you? So, you know, just being a little older doesn't mean anything. It just means that, you know, men didn't meet your standard yet. You hear that, lady? So if you're 40, 45, 50, then that means that you wasn't stupid enough to marry somebody you was going to divorce, because that's all that means. Don't let nobody pressure you into marriage or whatever. But, you know, that's Shayda's story. Now, Bilal's 42. He's a real estate agent and a real estate investor, which means he got guap. I'm just going to leave it at that. But he's OCD. See, ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. He OCD. Who can deal with OCD? I can't deal with no OCD. You got OCD, you go on over there with it. Because I promise you, I'm probably going to put this notebook down somewhere and you're going to be like, why you put it right there instead of putting it over there? And I'm be like, because that's where I wanted to sit it and I'm grown. And then we're going to be breaking up. And ain't nobody got time for that. So, it's somebody for everybody. He is not for me. But his ex-wife is pretty close to him. And I don't know. I think she left him. He said she woke up one day and decided she wasn't in love anymore and didn't want to be with him. And, you know, it's kept him from kind of opening himself up. And now he's in a situation with Shayda where he's bringing her to America to marry him, but he doesn't know if she's with him for his money or not. He says that he only, you know, when they do their FaceTimes, he's up against a white wall. He doesn't show her any of his possessions or whatever, but we women, we can find out. You do what, sweetie? You real estate agent and you invest in, oh, okay, so you got properties and you, oh, okay, yeah. You ain't got to show her what you got for her to realize what you have, sir. And so I just think it's cute, but I think he just needs to really go the prenup route. And that, ladies, do not come for me. If you are really in love and you really expect to be with this person for the rest of your life, then why do you care about a prenup? Now, here's the thing. It's usually the woman or the person that doesn't have money that has a problem with the prenup. Can anybody answer that for me? Because here's the thing. When you're in a relationship, you don't know what that person is there for until they reveal themselves. They could be there just to love you. They could be there because you rub their feet every night. They could be there because of your bank account. They could be there because they need a place to stay. You just never know what a person is there for. So to protect yourself and your interests, why not have a prenup? Why not have a prenup with a what do they call it? A sundown clause or it's a clause where basically you can have clauses in your prenup where after this many years, it's this, this, this. After this many years, it's this, this, this. If you have a child, it's this, this, this. If you have a child after this many years, it's this. So there's different ways that you can align your prenup to where both parties can agree to what's in the prenup. But to be automatically turned off by it, yeah. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Okay, so he's doing a dumb test as far as I'm concerned. He's using one of his work vehicles and he put some junk in the back like a mattress and some other junk. And he's taking her to a ran down house. And he's going to see if she wants to be with him under these conditions. And I feel like that's unfair because no woman should have to accept a man in that condition. If your situation is like this, sir, you don't need to be looking for a wife. Get your stuff together. Why do I have to accept this shack? And why do I have to come down to your level if that's where you are? Especially if I'm not on that level. If I'm on this level, why I got to come down here just to be with you? Why can't you get yourself together so you can meet me halfway or something? Like, I don't understand. I think that's a dumb test. I think the test that you really need for her is a prenup. And you need to decide what it is that you're willing to part with and what you're not willing to part with. And you two need to come upon an agreement on that. Simple, 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 simple. Okay, so I don't understand what the big deal is and why he's doing this dumb test because it ain't gonna do nothing but make her mad and cause problems. Then I did see in the preview, she hit him. Girl, if you don't keep your hands to yourself, he got a sister that will dog walk you, honey. Honey, she will dog walk you. Like, literally. Do not do that. Do not put your hands on him. And I hope he really did call you an Uber so you can understand that you don't treat no man like that. I just had to say, I had to throw that in there. I had to throw that in there because I'm telling y'all, this preview for this season, it is a ish show. Yes, it is. And I cannot wait to see it unfold. Then I did see some other couples that are going to be a part of this experiment. And we have Muhammad from Egypt and Yvette from New Mexico. She's almost twice his age. Ew, that's gross. That's nasty. He's closer to her son's age than he is her age, which is just, that's gross. That's gross. but that's their business. And then they have Ari from New Jersey and Beanie from Ethiopia. And apparently they've been on for a few seasons. They have a child together. I do not like her at all. Nope, don't like her. She left and to do something, and apparently he was partying for 2 months and she was upset and she decided she wasn't going back to Ethiopia because he had a whole stain on it and blah, 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 blah. So I'm not looking forward to her, but I am looking forward to his sister throwing drink in her face. That is going to be the highlight of the season. I am predicting it right now. And following it up with a 2-piece and a biscuit. So I do not like her. I hope they do not get married. And if they do, you know, more power to them. But I think the relationship that is most likely to fail is going to be the Miona and Jabrie situation, because she is definitely Kardashian style and he is definitely Tiger before the money. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work. I don't know what to tell you. It's not going to work. Abort mission. Back away. It's just not going to work, okay? And I'm going to cut it off right there. Right there. So if you're new to my channel, I do want to thank you for watching. I also want to make you aware that I do have a contest going, that once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away $1,000 to one lucky person. I also have a Telfar bag. Scroll down, you'll see a whole video on what Telfar bags I have, and I ordered some more. So if we don't get to them before those bags get here, then those will be thrown into the pot of a bag that you can choose. And I've got 2 other gifts that I'm not telling you about until we get to 800 subscribers. But this has been a pleasure. I'm so glad I'm picking this show up. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. You are very, very appreciated. And if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Just come back and see me sometime. I love you too. And that is my $5.02. Peace.